What's up, guys? I'm back. Um, last night I bailed. It was a 15-hour stream. I doubt anyone's really gonna see it. But I bailed on a dungeon because I didn't know where to go. Like I don't think that's cool. But like it's not that deep. I wouldn't necessarily say I was frustrated. I just really had no idea where to go. And it was the tank I was playing with, he kind of just complaining. So I was like, this guy's kind of being annoying today. But I did get my healing totem. That was a long process. I got my 200 specialization. So PvP wise, I'm kind of dominating, even though I need to, I also got my wolf form. I can't find it. There it is. Allowing me to go, I think, 40% faster. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not a mount, but it's not bad. But, I do plan on running Wailing Caverns again. Maybe it'll be somebody who doesn't, a tank who doesn't complain that much. He was just complaining way too much. Like, it was like, we would get wiped or we would die, and it's like, oh god, it could be this, it could be that. It's like, it's probably not even your fault. Like, it's not really your fault. It's not like you're dying instantly. This is WoW Classic. It's not like everyone's optimized and getting good gear, and we already ran a bunch of dungeons easily. This is like you're supposed to lose. The dungeons are huge. People aren't really focusing like they're supposed to. What the emotional connection and like almost like the synergy people have in retail WoW, like modern WoW, the game's much easier, and it's much easier just to get it together because everyone's a powerhouse, and if they do get it together, then it's just everything else comes together. It's not that deep. But this is like you have to actually be like, wait, we're all in WoW Classic. We have to actually talk about what we need to attack, what we need to do, and like it needs to click with everything. It needs to bring it together. So I will be, I guess, healing. I guess I'll advertise DPS and healing for Wailing Caverns. A group of damagers that need one healer or tank. There's lots of damagers out there, but not very many tanks. This is a priest healer. Grab him. Priest healers are great. Some rogues. A shaman. No tanks. Tanks are very rare. I never got really to the point where I was doing dungeons on any of my other characters, so I wouldn't really know how valuable a tank was. I think WoW Classic is definitely hamstrung. We're talking about role-wise, like it's hamstrung by the specialization, the talents, and the fact that you'll be very weak. Like if I did Restoration Shaman, I'd be very weak. It's like it hamstrings the roles where like it's not favorable to even to build like a tank unless you're like a bear druid. But even then, who really wants to be a bear druid? That like because like I said, it's like limiting. Wait, I still have Resurrection Sickness. Looking for heals for group. So I think that not only is it hamstrung by the talents, because it does cost money to respec, and it's not like you It's not like you can just easily. It's not like you can store two specs, right? It's not like in more recent iterations where I could go pure enhancement and then when I want to be a healer, I could just spec to healer. You know, it's hamstrung by the actual game design because like it takes a long time to level up and play through the game. No one has time for doing just straight up healer stuff. It'd be ridiculous. It definitely limits the fantasy of the class. But on top of that, everyone in the game's a DPS, and on top of that, all the metas favor the DPS. So it's like it's just the community just hating on people who want to play a class that might fulfill a healer role or tank role because it isn't DPS, like it doesn't do a million damage. And then on top of that, you know, besides that or along with that, I guess whatever, people that would want to maybe play a tank would be penalized by the meta for not playing a pure tank or playing a pure healer to where, you know, like people want to enjoy the game too. They don't want to just be stuck serving the DPS people who really only serve one purpose, which is to do damage. So it's like the DPS people, the DPS meta, they need to be quiet and allow room for growth and appreciation for the other roles. Like, wow, this guy actually is investing in a tank. This guy's actually investing in a healer. Like, just be quiet and then appreciate that. You know, and let them create metas. So there's like, okay, how is there a tank? Because we created this tank meta, and this is how you would have a tank and still be good. Or this is how you would have a healer, and this is how the healer would be built, and it'd still be good. It shouldn't be made by just DPS people. Like I've been watching a lot of videos about WoW Classic and people who were there, and it was mostly just like arms warriors, fury warriors, and it wasn't even any protection warriors. So at the very top, like I get that, like I understand that completely, but it's like that's the warrior, that's cool. Like we heard enough of that. Like we need other ways, we need other roles, we need other classes. People have been playing warrior forever. Like we get it. Like warrior's like one of my favorite class fantasies, but like I wanted to play a protection warrior. Apparently that's garbage. Maybe in the Burning Crusade, but like, you know, would I really level up a warrior to level 60 just to switch it to protection if it was better in the Burning Crusade? I probably would. Yeah, I would. I wish, you know, I really do wish I could play a tank or a healer, but I want to enjoy the PvE experience. I want to get through it quickly and efficiently. I don't want to be listening to some brain dead hater, toxic DPS lord who never even plays any of the roles. Like, just be quiet. Like you already proved your point. How far did these guys go? Level 22. Okay, they're going back. My water disappeared because it was from a mage, and it was like he crafted the water.
I can't cast that.
I still need to level up my skill with the axe. Throat shout. The guy's elite. I'm like literally level 20. My axe still sucks. I like the idea of making a character and it being a tank or a healer, but it's like, it's not realistic. I'm probably better off making my own group for the Wailing Caverns. There just aren't any tanks. It's probably hard for a tank to get to the game anyway. It's not like people are playing with tanks so they can be in a position to play a role they want them to play. They just don't do that.
How you doing, man?
Like, I played a warrior and I see people run past me. I've seen warriors take up most of, you know, the areas. As in, like, they're still leveling, like, they're still grinding. I mostly see that because it takes long for them to do it. It's like, you know, warriors or hunters have pets. You know, mages are like AoE farming. Doesn't really help anybody that
For the Horde.
all the tank classes are either like the Paladin's kind of a joke. He has no taunt. Doesn't really help. The game's not helping itself. The community's not helping itself. Tanking should be like the ultimate honor. It's not like in newer iterations of WoW where you can just switch your spec instantly. Like, I'm pretty sure they add that eventually. Wrath of the Lich King added dual spec. We can switch between 2 specializations, which is fine. Like, 2 is good. But actual switching between like 3 of them or 4 of them in some cases that didn't occur until Legion. So, you know, this is the same thing that you kind of run into a game that requires a much higher level amount of skill. When you start running into elites, like when you get to the second area, like let's say you start in the first area, like you start here and you have Thunderbluff. This is like PoE 2 how it is now. It's like, okay, if Act 1's fine, nothing's really in Act 1 that will really do anything too crazy. But when you get to Act 2, there's the trials and there's the bosses. It's just so much harder. It's like you have to jump, you have to leap. You have to take a big leap in power and skill and all that. You know, the ascendancies kind of represent the dungeons that are in the second area in World of Warcraft and the elites, to where it's like you have to make such a big change. That's kind of what it reminds me of. It's like the same thing. Of course, anytime I say World of Warcraft reminds me of something that's newer, it means I didn't play World of Warcraft and I saw it somewhere else first. That was newer, but you know, it's basically the same thing. I mean, the same exact thing. So, where's like the food person? Like now I'm basically in the second area of the game where there are elites and there are dungeons, and it's way harder than the first area, which, you know, it's completely,
Who you be?
like, it makes sense.
Spirits be with ya, man.
If I do end up playing a healer, I will need tons of heals. I probably should go download some add-ons. Those in the World of Warcraft Classic add-on thing, is that like a separate it's like a separate launcher? Yeah, CurseForge. Don't you just use CurseForge? Log in. I can just log in with Google. Perfect. I'll probably get CurseForge. And I'll get some add-ons. Confirm and set in. What is Overwolf. I don't know. I'll just download Curse Forge because I do need some add-ons like there's like a basic attack add-on or like yeah, basic attack add-on. I don't know for like the hunter, so you know when to move. There's tons of there's totem add-ons where like it tracks them. I've only been streaming for like a couple of minutes, probably like 20, so it's cool. Like if I bounce, let's invite me to a group. Whatever. If I bounce, it's fine. Like I might even switch my class because I really don't feel like playing Shaman right now.
What you looking for?
Like I'm kind of so upset about how hard it is and how my axe doesn't really do anything. It's kind of blowing me back. Like I'm about to go play straight up ranger. Like let's go. But yeah, I think I will get out of here. But first, I'm just gonna hang out here and download Curse Forge, get some add-ons, and we'll get all that together. I think Horde's like being like a stunt hit alpha. Like it's like you have potential, but you're not outgoing. You don't understand things. That's like playing Horde, where like it's like you have like a stutter, and everyone else can understand you because they all have stutters, but you can't be like, let's break the cycle and stop stuttering. Like no, it's really funny because playing Alliance, it's way login. Playing Alliance is like it's just I think. Let me see. I don't know. Is it better? Is that the word I want to use? Where's Classic? I don't see World of Warcraft Classic. Okay, it is. It's right here. Classic. Deadly boss mobs, damage meter, weak auras, auctioneer, questy. I don't want to get anything that'll kind of break the experience of Classic. Like I don't want to get questy. I'm pretty sure that tells you where everything is. You have a bag on, which is like a bag add-on. I'll probably get bag on. Attack, power display, tech. Hit, discovery hunter, fluffy hunter. It's hard to find. It's hard to find them because they all have crazy names like Questy, Bagon. Like you can't just name it something simple. Like all the big ones have crazy names. World buffs. I guess I should Google the one I'm looking for, and then they'll tell me what it is. Like here's what it actually is called on Curse Forge. There's tons of great stuff. Like you have gray on cooldown. Like that shows you like instead of just spinning around and still being colorful, it's like it's gray. It's not. You can't set your main and always put main's name in every message set. Like my main here. That's kind of cool. See, but there's something called incognito where it shows like your main character's name. Like if you're playing on your alt, like I'm actually this guy. Like this is my main. Pure visual saluting, mixed retail receiving, quest icon. Weapon swing timer. Is that what I'm looking for? I might even go play like on another character I don't usually play. Which one should I get? What is S? Oh, Season of Discovery. Okay. I don't want to go with too many things. Like I don't want to get any like waypoints and all that. I don't really do that. So I just add it. Okay, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. We're probably gonna use the bathroom, take a break, come back. I mean, let's look at what we have to play from, to choose from. I might even go back to playing Warrior, DPS, Wailing Caverns. Do you want in? No, I'm good. I don't even want to play my Shaman right now. I'm kind of sick of even being in the Horde areas. I might not even have to log out to get the add-ons. I thought it usually worked better if you just, jumped on the add-ons. I think I might jump my Warrior. I really don't want to. My Priest. What class don't I have yet? I don't have a Paladin because they're kind of cheeks. A Mage, Warlock. Really not too many classes anyway, but I guess I'll play Warrior. I don't know, I guess. It's kind of cheeks, but let's just try a bit harder, I guess. Let's just be a bit more understanding of how the game works. I'll be back. I don't like mixing like a bunch of VOD footage for different characters and all that. It's only been like 20 minutes, so I'm good. Alright guys. Let me go check on that. That stream I did yesterday was like 15 hours because I never even got a stream summary from it. And usually you always get a stream summary. I'm guessing maybe it was too long. It's not even showing up. It's not even showing up on the thing. Okay, here it is, 14 hours. I guess it didn't show me one because I didn't get any analytics on it. So there's no reason for them to send me an email about some VOD where there's nothing going on. So I'll be right back. I will probably start playing Warrior again, just because I feel like someone has to be the guy that plays tank, and I will probably look up a tank guide for Warrior. Like, I definitely need some help. Like, where can I go? Like, I can go to like Wailing Caverns, like, or not Wailing Caverns. What's it called? It's like the first Dead Mines. It's like the first dungeon that most people ever experience. Dead Mines. People playing Fury tank, like it's just insane. Fury prop. Let me log into my Warrior to see why would I want to do a Fury tank? I see Fury tanks, but why would I want to do that? Increase the area of effects, you have shouts. Okay. Critical strikes. Additional rage. Demoralizing shout. It's just tons of damage. I haven't seen anything that will really help You tank. I don't get it. Like, I can see if you went, like, Fury Protection. Right? Like, I can see if you went hybrid Fury Protection. But I don't see why you would, I don't see it, bro. I don't get it. But, you know, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go. I'll be back. I just don't get it. I need to do some research. Like, I get why Fury's, like, great, but I don't get why you would want to go Fury over Protection. I don't know. I'll be back, though.